Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I would like to follow up on the situation in Texas and present to you number of videos that are presenting this absolutely tragic so-called natural disaster to be perhaps somehow helped by someone that is not nature. Maybe nature got involved eventually, but somehow we have to connect the dots and question everything. I think this is about time for all of us to stop listening to mainstream media. And like I always say, use your own critical thinking and question absolutely everything that you see, you've been told, you've been presented, including disinformation as well. Before I do this, I would like to say big thank you because this really is something I want to express as far as gratitude to those of you who have donated on my PayPal account. It really means a lot to me, guys. James, Richard, Lynn, Jim, thank you so much for your donation. And thank you to Bogusław, who upgraded his membership, his support on my locals community. Now, let's go to the news. Besides the topic of Texas, I have also situation in Poland. 600 fires in one day in Poland. It's a lot, isn't it? You know, a while ago, we had a Ukrainian activist here in Poland she became a Polish citizen, who was threatening Polish people if they do things certain way, they might expect some unpleasant things, like, for example, fires. She gave an interview on one of the Ukrainian channels, and she said those things. And I would like to show you what's going on in Poland, of course, to some extent right now, because I cannot monitor all of it, nor I really want to. It's a lot. And, you know, this energy really brings you down, especially looking at those tragic things taking place with the nature. Before we go to Texas, I just want to show you a short clip from this video. And this is talking about, at this very moment, how many floods are going on in the world at the same time. So let's play this very short clip from this video. And then we go straight to Texas update.
Heavy rainfall. And speaking of heavy rainfall, look at all these world events that happened just in the last 3 days. This is ridiculous. Links are in the description for everything I'm about to show you. So for floods, you can see right here for Kerrville going all the way towards San Antonio, Georgetown, Leander, Texas. You can see what's happening for Texas. You can also see Russia, Indonesia, China, Vietnam, Spain, Italy. All this flooding that has happened just within the last 3 days. Also hail in Italy. As I scroll it down, snow in China, snow in South Africa, snow in Turkey, a tornado in South Dakota, plus a volcano was happening over in Nicaragua and Japan, all the fires and an earthquake in Iceland. Not to mention what's going on in Texas, because anyone that is a parent is just heartbroken over what's going on, especially for all these girls that's going over there. They wait all year for this summer camp. This has never been seen. This is not normal. I see meteorologists out there saying this is totally normal. It's not normal. They're the same ones that says when you see all that spraying going on in the sky, that it's actually the airplane leaving certain altitudes. You need to watch out for them because it's not true. This is not normal. People have not seen this, and they live there over 30 years. Now, can't
I will attach the link to his channel down below, my video in the description box. So let's look into Texas, everyone. He said this is not normal. I will try to play some videos for you. I hope the quality of this video will be good. Let's go to my Instagram, and I want to say thank you to those of you who have sent me direct messages, DMs on my Instagram, sharing some of those videos. Some of them I came across myself, but it's always good to share it. So let's start with this one. And I will use about 2 or 3 videos one by one to present to you a different way of thinking about that absolutely tragic situation in Texas.
So I was looking into all of that flooding in Texas. It's kind of crazy. Another place just instantly floods like that. I had the thought that all those other places had smart city initiatives going on. So I decided to look this up, and Kerrville does too. Is this another HARP disaster? What's going on? So I was looking into all of that flooding in Texas.
Y'all want answers for what happened in Texas? You want answers? I have the answers. And you are going to have to do some research on how to get it. But there's your picture right there of Texas and the big flood. Okay, July 4th. And all those little girls missing, I bless them, bless their families. But I want to tell you, all of this flooding in Texas and Rainmaker has publicly available NOAA docs on their cloud seeding project. Everyone must start this investigation. If you want to know what happened, this is where you start. Everybody's showing all the flooding and everything. I'm giving you the documents, I'm telling you. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to the NOAA library, right? And you got to scroll down to the bottom of the page, but you'll see this is weather and climate collections. So you're going to scroll down to the bottom of that page there, and you're going to type in Texas. And what you're going to find is you're going to find this. I've highlighted it here. You're going to find, and it'll tell you when they were seeding, okay? Because let's face it, folks, 30 foot of water in an hour at 4 a.m., people didn't have a chance. So when you get down here, what you're going to find out is it'll pull up a page like this, and you pull it up, and then it tells you the companies. Isn't that exciting? You want to know answers? Here's what you need to do. You need to call your governor, call your senator, call Chip Roy. He's a good one to talk to. And if Chip would like to talk to me, I'm right now working with 2 states writing weather modification bills that make it a crime, and it has huge penalties. I went to Washington, D.C., and I spoke and presented my new farm plan to Maha about creating 1 million new farms. You know what was the first thing in my farm plan? Stop weather modification. You know what they wanted me to do? Move it to the bottom or erase it altogether. You know why? Because they don't want you to know. Because weather modification is, I'm bone dry up here. I'm up here in my potato fields, and everybody else is soaking wet. So they can make it too dry or too wet. And I know this is hard to swallow, folks, and it's hard to wrap your head around. But here's what you can do. When it does, it shows West Texas WMA right here. Rain enhancement, hail suppression. It tells you on these documents. It tells you exactly. The company is Rainmaker, and that's who's doing the cloud seeding in that area. What you can do is on all these documents, there's tons and tons of these documents, but it's so much to read and go through here, but you can bring this up. Now, listen, there is a Clear Skies movement. Clear Skies movement in Idaho. You need to go to Clear Skies movement and go to that page. Tons of information there. You can go to Missouri Clean Skies. Go to that page there, Facebook page. I need you to start a clean.
This is probably just a really crazy coincidence, but the city council approves a $175 million power plant project in Kerrville, Texas, if that's how you say it. This happened in March. It was unanimously approved that they're going to build a natural gas-fired power generation facility. It's going to help with energy and infrastructure, all these words that we hear a lot. And it's just coincidental that the same spot where they're going to build that power plant is the same spot where there was this huge flood. And here is all the rain enhancement projects that have been going on. And boy, just so many coincidences happening. All these counties are happily sponsoring cloud seeding in this area. And yes, Llano County, if that's how you say it, Texas, is within the area of the Rolling Plains Water Improvement Program, which utilizes weather modification techniques like cloud seeding to enhance precipitation. The CEO of this company even said, yes, they were cloud seeding 2 days before this disaster. Here's a letter that the CEO of the Rainmaker Company wrote in regard to the flooding. Of course, they claim no responsibility to this event, and they said they stopped cloud seeding with compliance with the Texas government. Thank you, That Patriot Mom, for sharing the info that you had. And as always, this is just a coincidence. Well, this is.
So now you had 3 different videos from 3 different people to make you ponder, right? To make you question things. Nature-made or man-made, right? Think about Lahaina, think about Palisades, think about Malibu, think about Hurricane Helene, right? Just think about those very, very drastic nature disasters. There is one more video that I would like to play for you. I have pretty slow internet today, but I will try my best to play it. So let's try it.
They can't come look. We've lost our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30 years, and this has never happened. So anybody, please, if you have a boat or something, I need help. I need to get my dad out of here. It's starting to smell like sewer in here.
Horrible. Now let me take you through the update. Let me take you to the update. The update is a few hours ago. This is what it says. At least 80 dead and dozens still remain missing. I will just read the top of this article very, very quickly. At least 80 people, including 28 children, have been killed in the Central Texas flash floods, but the toll is expected to rise further. State authorities said on Sunday as more first responders and emergency crews continued to search for survivors, as dozens of people, including at least 10 girls from a summer camp, remain unaccounted for. This is the update from a few hours ago. I think we all can expect over 100 people at this point to be dead. But I want to tell you, yesterday I came across a video in which they were showing that 2 girls from that camp, Camp Mystic, I believe that's the name, they have been rescued. They have been found alive, which truly is a miracle, but that's how God works. And I believe in miracles. I always did, and I always will. And now I came across a video about that camp, Camp Mystic, for those girls that apparently, even though this doesn't say in this video, but that was a Christian camp. If you know more about it, you're very welcome to leave in the comments down below your information, because targeting Christians is on many levels. Could be that as well. Multiple reasons, right, for this tragedy. Some form of sacrifice, as they like to do. So let me play this video for you. I hope the quality will be okay. This is about that camp that has been completely destroyed on July 4th.
It's probably hard to imagine just how many parents drove this road at Camp Mystic to drop off their daughters for summer camp. Camp Mystic was opened in 1926 by University of Texas coach Doc Stewart. Initially known as Stewart's Camp for Girls, it focused on outdoor activities and various skills like roping, marksmanship, and arts. For nearly 100 years, kids have come here each summer for camp, except when the U.S. Army took it over for 2 years during World War II to make it a center for veterans to recover from their war injuries. It's 700 acres situated on the South Fork of the Guadalupe River, 3 miles southwest of Hunt, Texas. Nearly 24 summer camps are scattered along the river and its tributaries in Kerr County. It's easy to see why the camp's located here, but the river can be treacherous when flash floods happen, and it was the wall of water that swamped Camp Mystic, and among the victims of the flood, longtime camp director Dick Eastland, who died when he tried to move some of the campers to higher ground. Not far from Camp Mystic, Heart of the Hills Summer Camp was between sessions, so no campers were at risk. But beloved camp director Jane Ragsdale perished in the flood. Now Camp Mystic lives on in the memories of the generations of girls who spent part of their summer times here, and in this poignant video that captured a much happier time only a few summers ago. Bob Buckaloo, KVUE News.
I actually really appreciate that tribute to that place. You know, children have been waiting, those girls have been waiting for entire year, some maybe even longer, to go to that camp. It was a historical place, you know, I didn't know about it. So I really hope you are safe, guys. Those of you who are watching me from that area, from Texas, I hope you are okay. Nothing happened to you and your family and your loved ones. Now let's go to Poland. I'm gonna show you first the video with fire that took place a few days ago, last Thursday, I think that took place. And I will try to read the translation instead of giving you the sound, because, let me find this 1 second. Because you don't need the sound, you just need to know what has been going on. So this place is just a little bit outside of Poland. I show you the fire that took place there. The fire in Ząbki is unimaginable tragedy that struck the residents of a town near Warsaw on Thursday, July the 3rd. A fire broke out in a complex of residential buildings on Powstańców Street. As a result of incident, over 500 people had to leave their homes. The State Fire Service and emergency services immediately began the operation, which lasted many hours. The fire was reported to the fire department at 7:27 p.m. Flames quickly extinguished the roof, top, and took over the floors of residential buildings. So this shows you, I'm not going to read more. You can find the link down below in the description box. This shows you this fire just outside of Poland. That's how it looked like, horrific. Now, let me take you to the article that I came across this morning. It's interesting, you don't see my image now, huh? But you can hear my voice. Very interesting. Well, you don't really need to see me, I guess. If you can hear me, that's great. Very interesting. What's going on, huh? Darkness. All right. Let's read the article, everyone, because I'm not going to give up on this. Let's see. 600 fires in one day. The minister comments. Let's read this. The Minister of the Interior and Administration, Tomasz Siemoniak, was asked, by the way, this is the very same one who said that situation on the Polish-German border is absolutely fine. Anyway, let's continue. Was asked about the wave of fires in Poland on TVN24, the Polish television channel. The fire brigades select those that it believes might be related to an act of sabotage, he pointed out. He informed that on the day when the large fire in Ząbki occurred, the one that I just showed you, about 6 fires were reported in Poland. So the very same day when that fire took place, 600 fires were reported. It's interesting, you see, you cannot see me, it's all darkness. Someone is playing with this, right? So let me take you now to a video that presents the activist This is the video that presents the activist who was threatening Polish people about that fires might soon come to Poland if the Polish people don't act a certain way. Her name is Natalia Panchenko. She is the Ukrainian activist. So I'm going to read you this. A big storm about the statement which is claimed by Ukrainian activists living in Poland did not take place. That's what she said. Natalia Panchenko was supposed to scare Poles with arson and houses by anti-Ukrainian ones. In a nutshell, let me just skip it here. This is her, and she says, I think this will be translated. One moment, guys. Sorry. He's asking her about this, and she says it's a pure manipulation, even though she was recorded. She was recorded, that was an interview that she gave in Ukrainian language on one of Ukrainian channels in which she made those statements. And she said it's a pure manipulation. That's what she said. This is her. This interview for Ukrainian television and the Polish media appeared the translation. So, okay, let me just translate this, what she said. Raising up animosity between Ukrainians and Poles is very dangerous, especially for Poland, because on the territory of Poland, there will start fights, because on the territory of Poland, there will be burning the stores, houses, etc. That's what she said. And she says this is a pure lie. This is absolute manipulation, even though it's recorded what she said. And look at her eyes. When she says it's a pure lie and manipulation, she doesn't look straight into the camera. She looks on the side. I think, I'm not a body language expert, but I think it's one of those things you can tell that she's not honest. Absolute manipulation and a campaign aimed at Ukrainians in Poland. I have never seen, fortunately, and I hope I will never live to see that Ukrainians here in Poland commit any acts of vandalism. The activists suggest that the case caused a storm. And this is scandalous statement. And they wanted to deport her. I don't think she has been deported. She's still here. And you see, I'm still not on the screen for some reason. So guys, I'm gonna attach all the links down below in the description box. What an interesting experience we are having today. Now tell me that I'm not trying to look for the truth if my screen is dark. Very interesting. Thank you so much for watching the video, for hitting thumbs up, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and leaving comments down below. And if you choose to support my work, the best way, and I really appreciate it, is to join my Patreon account, locals, or donate on PayPal. Lots of love, everyone. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. I must be doing something right if the screen went dark. Bye, everyone.